So a lot of you guys know that I have made some videos in the past about my Manila mango tree that I've been growing in my side yard for a number of years, and it produces some wonderful fruit. But I wanted a little something more, and so I decided to get me a new variety of mango tree, but I couldn't really find anywhere locally. So I went online and I found the Rivers of Provision Nursery, who I've dealt with before. They have a Valencia Pride mango, one that I wanted to try here. Also, I got a peanut butter fruit tree I've also been wanting to try. Believe it or not, there's a fruit out there that tastes like peanut butter, or at least that's what it says online. So I got one. And they're here in this container that I received today. And we're going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to show you how I pot them up for the short term just before I put them in the ground in about 2 months. But first, if you like this channel, click the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Comments and questions, leave them in the comment section below. I do my best to get back to everybody's comments and their questions. Let's take a look at these trees. So we're going to take a quick unboxing, and as you can see in the Postal Service, it's been abused a little bit. It looks like the roots have been, the pot's been taken off, and a little moisture has seeped out. But also you can see that coming from Florida needs a photosanitary certificate. They may charge you a bit more for your total price whenever you're buying something from Florida, because coming into California, we don't want those pests. And so somebody has to do the inspection, and usually the buyer has to pay for it. But let me open this guy up, and we'll take a quick look and see how it's doing. Well, I see the mango tree first thing. It looks pretty good. Not a lot of broken leaves or anything, so we'll cut this guy open. I love these type of boxes. They're great. Whenever I used to do shipping many years ago, I used to sell banana trees on eBay, and I would use these type of boxes. Well, oh yeah, we do have a, so we got our little Valencia Pride. It's a small mango tree. See that? And this little tree right here must be the peanut butter fruit. Now I'm going to show you guys how I pot these guys up. When you get bare rooted trees like this, you really want to, instead of sticking them directly in the ground, I at least like to pot them up in a short-term potting soil so that the roots regrow and become ready for planting in the ground sometime, in a month or two. So we're going to take a look at that. So we've got our Valencia Pride mango tree removed from the container and its wrap, and I can see that there is some potting soil still left on the tree. I'm going to guess that this guy was in a 3-gallon container. But as we can see, it looks like a veneer graft. Most of the grafts I do on my avocado trees are a wedge graft, but this guy is a veneer graft, which I'm told is pretty popular when it comes to mangoes. So the tree that I have in my side yard that you guys may have seen the videos, the Manila mango, is a seedling. Most other mangoes need to be grafted to get good quality fruit. It's a hit and miss. But anyway, to get back to, I'm going to put this in a pot to let it recover from the shipping and the trauma of being transplanted. And one of the ways I do that is repotting it into what I call a short-term potting mix. Now, this potting mix shouldn't last more than a year. I most likely will keep it in the potting mix for a couple months, and then in the middle of the summer when it's growing good, I'll take it out and plant it into the ground in a protected area, because mangoes in the Central Valley of California are very sensitive to our cold, especially when getting established. Now there's a few, like the ones in Fresno that I've done videos on, that are huge with trunk diameters 12 to 18 inches in diameter. Once they get that big, they seem to be able to take the cold a little bit better. As I mentioned, hopefully, I know that there's a commercial grove of Valencia Pride down near Indio, California, and they're doing well, and they have a lot of hotter weather than we do. So I'm going to give this one a try. But as I mentioned, first off, you got to get a pot. And here's I think this is considered a 2-gallon pot. I like to pot up new transplants a little smaller of the pot than the average person would, because I'm only going to keep this in this pot for a couple months, and you want it to be able to drain well and not have drainage issues, soggy issues that you sometimes get with plants. And here's the potting soil. Normally I use Miracle-Gro in the blue bag. It's moisture control, not the stuff you get from Costco, but I get from Lowe's and whatnot. Now this, I got this at a local cannabis shop. I guess it's pretty popular, and it's Coco Coir is the main ingredient. It looks very similar. It really looks like good quality material. So this is the first time I'm using it. So we'll take a look and see how it works. So let me put some into the pot. I like to put just enough into the pot that when the root ball is sitting, it's just barely off the bottom. So what we do is we'll see. Maybe that's a little bit too much, because I want the level to be a little bit lower than the level of the tree where it was originally planted, to be a little bit below the edge of the pot, so that you can get some water. And trust me, here in Modesto, we have to water our plants a lot, especially in pots, because it gets hot starting about now, and we're in May. So I don't see a lot of roots poking out, but that's not unusual for mango trees. They really have such a shallow system when they're young of roots. There's a few roots in there. But let's just set that guy in, and as you can see, the level is slightly lower than the rim of the pot. And I do not break these things up. I do not break these things up because I don't want to damage the root. And mango roots are quite sensitive to being messed with. So I just basically I don't add any more fertilizer. There's a little bit of fertilizer in this. Straighten that guy out. So let me grab the water container. So that, need a little bit more. The root ball's sticking out a little bit. So, and then we've got our peanut butter fruit. This is a little guy, but I'm told that they grow very fast, and it doesn't really need to be in a bigger container. Again, I'm going to plant it in the ground. This little guy looks like he was grown in a 4-inch pot. I'm going to use a 1-gallon size, because he'll probably need to be in the pot a little longer. So we're going to set this guy in there, and it's pretty simple. These are standard procedures that I use to center a little better. and give them some water. Now I'll water it a couple more times. I like to water these guys thoroughly whenever because they've been in the mail for about 4 or 5 days. So that's pretty much it. We've got our mango and our peanut butter fruit tree growing in a pot. My name is Jeff. If you like this channel, click the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Comments and questions, leave them in the comments section below. I do my best to get back to everybody with their comments and their questions. You have a wonderful day.